Today we're looking at The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Now, we'll be discussing the parts of the book to begin with, and then going into the context of it. Okay, here we have a hardcover book, as you can see. Yep, hardcover. It is bound with 2 boards by paper, the same colour over the cover. It must have come in 3 parts because you can see where it's been glued down here. So there's one here, and another one there, and it's been glued down. For the same as all books, you have your spine, the tail, the head, and the text block. There we go. Now, we have marks of ownership. So, I got this when I was in Year 12 in 2009. The pages are a bit discoloured. Not much, but it's pretty good nick. Next we have the dust jacket. Like this. Goes over the front and the back cover of the board, like so. Okay. Found it a bit funny that we have acknowledgements and acclaim by other authors for the book, not a blurb. On the inside is where you would find the blurb. So that is down here and up the top here, where it makes a cross-reference. Okay. Now we'll be discussing the parts of the book within the actual text. At the front and the back of the book, we have a flyleaf, like so. There's actually 2 at the back. On the inside of the book, we have 3 pages of acclaim from authors all over the world. If you haven't already read the book, I would suggest doing it. It is amazing. We have the half title and the title page. Opposite that, other works done by Paulo Coelho. Okay. Over here is the copyright page, and we have a introduction by Paulo Coelho, 10 years on. After the introduction, it goes on to have a prologue, which is then up the back where we would find the epilogue and about the author. Another thing I found interesting about this book is that there was no actual acknowledgement from Paulo Coelho to any sort of family member or friend or anything like that, which is something I look for in a book. It's done by parts, not chapters, and in the text, the passing of time is symbolised by this little symbol here. Okay, so now moving on from the parts of the book to the book and its relevance in today's society. Okay, Paulo Coelho's novel, The Alchemist, has been released in over 71 languages worldwide. That is a crazy amount. It was first released in 1988 in Brazil. To date, the amount of copies that have been sold is over 140 million, which is crazy. To do with its relevance within today's society, Coelho has done what many authors won't. He released his books online freely, so he pirated his own novels online, where, I don't know if you guys know or not, but he actually got in trouble a little bit by his publishers in the US for doing this. The novel The Alchemist has won several awards worldwide. To name a few, it's not limited to, but I've only got 2 for you today, is the UK's 2004 Nielsen Gold Book Award and France's Gold Prix Literary L in 1995. So that's just 2 I've mentioned, but there are heaps. There are a list of them. Going back to the novel's impact on society, as I mentioned earlier, the amount of acclaim that has been written for this book and the amount of times that it has been translated in different languages, not to mention the amount of books sold, just shows you like what a phenomenon that is. They also use the appeal to celebrities. So what I mean by this is that people like Madonna or Oprah have read this book and then have reviewed it and mentioned to their thousands upon millions of fans how good it is. These things, coupled with the amount of times that it's been reprinted, which can be found on the copyright page at the front of the book, just shows you that this book has to be one of the best that have been written in the last 100 years.